Alrighty, this is the next video in the Water/Whitney Street condo project, and you'll be wondering, why am I aiming at such a far off angle? Well, it would give away the major progress, and that is windows. Although they have a different placement here. As we can see, on this side of the building, they're mimicking the original 12/12. And I'm sure they're going to be doing that over there. Now you see why I aimed at an odd angle. And one thing I haven't noticed is when they fixed the lean on one side, I think you can see they didn't quite fix it on this side. And here again we got some more windows of the same nature. And then on this side of the building we got the 6/6, which is originally what was there. And it's going to be very hard, but there are some interior shots which are going to be really hard to get. I am going to try and come again tonight, and if it's viable, there'll be an addition to this video. Now I'm going to try and get across the street. School bus. That makes it easier. So we can get this whole side of the building in one shot. Here it is in all its glory. I say, this building really has turned the corner. For those of you that have been around here for a long time, you know how much of a death trap this thing was. I like the new fascia they put on right up there, and the new trim that's on the top there. So you can see not all the windows have been put in. That'll be evident a little later. No gaping holes with pigeons living in it now. And of course, as we know, this whole second floor straightened out completely, and we got a red light. Let's see if we can cross. They do have a red light. And it's going to be hard to get any interior shots. It is kind of dark, and we do have a little bit of sheet metal studs, you can see. I mean, you can't really see too much. It's more visible in person. And as we can probably see here, this is where see-through almost ends. I mean, we got some see-through over there. So I mean, we will have something at night, I believe. And hard to see here, but that's drywalled on the other side. There's definite drywall right there. And this window over here is boarded shut because they haul stuff in and out and throw stuff in the dumpster. And they still haven't got windows for the basement/first floor. Alrighty. Now they changed the way this building looks a little bit. Remember the dark green? Well, this is the new look. Unless they're gonna repaint it again, but it appears that it might be gray with a gray trim and a white border, which in my opinion looks quite lost. Let's get across the street because the light's gonna turn green, and there it just did. Right there across the way is going to be at the parking lot for this, which is rather odd because they have to cross busy streets to get to their home. I would have figured they would have put it there. But then again, you'd be kind of trapped. See, if I zoom out, that window kind of looks lost. And there's that side. And you can still, we can see in inside a little bit. You can see some of the drywall. And this is starting to look like a mess again, but yeah, you can't make progress without making a mess. I would have figured they'd put the parking lot in here. Now I'm going to do the weird angle thing again because there was something I pointed out to you last time. And that's why I'm dropping the view. And I'm going to go like this. You see that part right there? There was only 3 sides to it and no roof. That's because they extended it. And we get a MART bus in our way. So that's why it had only 3 sides and no roof. And here's another reason why I would think that they would have put the parking lot there. Right there looks like it's going to be the main door, because on that side of the building is where they were building an elevator shaft. No idea what kind of elevator will be in there. And this is Whitney Carriage Park. And to end at least this part, I'll zoom back out. So you can see, I'll zoom back in actually. They still haven't got all the windows, but major progress nonetheless. A lot of the walls are straight. They supported the chimney. I think that might have actually been there, actually. Rebuilt that section and made it extend to that part of the building over there. It's coming along quite well. Well, here's the nighttime shot. I was in the way of a car, so hence the jiggling. Good timing on my part. Can't really see much, but here's what we can see. Unfortunately, what has been drywalled is pretty difficult to look at. I am walking in a very zoomed fashion, so yeah, it shakes. And yes, the roof line is actually pitching downwards towards the center. I believe that is by design, not a flaw in the old structure. And right there we kind of get a view inside. You can see some of the drywall there. And there ain't much to see over there. Right. Yeah, some of it's very, very shaky, but like I said, not really missing much of anything right now. Now that most of it's drywalled, you can't really see much of anything. Oh yeah, you can actually see a little bit, especially down here in the basement levels. Oh, there's cars, so I'm going to take my Icon Rogue and just shine it behind me so people know I exist. Now I'm doing this single-handedly with the camera, so you can see here that if I don't put the bar, this bar where I'm aiming, we can see that the lowest floor has not yet been, not much work has been done. I mean, there's just some framing in. You can see some crude steps, probably construction steps. And we got some, you can see some steel stud work there. And again, up there, it's, can't really see much of anything, but, and you can see the reflection of my flashlight hitting the street, so cars going by know I exist. That's what that little whitish reflection is in the windows. Alrighty. As we head down the street here, can't really see much inside. I mean, you can see some of the reflections and some light through the holes where ductwork and all that is cut out. Again, there's a window that's partially installed so I can throw stuff into the dumpster. And it's well lit down here, can't see much of anything. But when we go around the corner, we will see stuff. Right here at the window, you can kind of see some HVAC equipment. This is apparently going to be where the HVAC will ultimately wind up being. And I don't know what's there. I'm just aiming, hoping for the best. There's some windows there. That sash down there is probably where they took it out. Oh, we had a nice shot here. Let's see if we can zoom in. It's going straight down the building. It's probably a main corridor. And it looks like they got some heat going because the caution tape's blowing in the wind. Yeah, that just looks like just some plain old work going there. You can actually hear them forcing gas into the inside. Again, single-handedly, and I'm watching where I'm going, so I don't really see where the camera's pointing right now until this point. You can see a little bit here, and we can kind of see a completed room right there. And I'm afraid this is pretty much all we're gonna get. That is the update on the new Water / Whitney Street condo project. Hope you enjoyed.